guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video we're going to talk about this movie right here. If you're not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit the subscribe down below and click the bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. For the moment I upload like 2 videos a week. It could be one, but for the moment I know that I upload two videos a week. And also follow me on Instagram because I'm not really, but I'm active on there also. Yeah, let's get started. So how did I find out about this movie? Well, it's the same story as Miracle in Cell 7. I basically went through Netflix searching for a movie. Like, it was already on my list because when I saw the trailer it sounds like interesting, and you know, Spanish people makes the best, like Spanish movies are usually the best. So I saw like it could be like some horrors movies, but I was kind of wrong. No, I was right, but it wasn't like, you know, so supernatural, like super ghost or something like that. And it wasn't a movie, it was a series. So I was like, you know what, when I started watching the show, I was like, okay, it's not a movie, so might as well finish the show. There's like 2 seasons. So it's more of a drama mysterious type of show. Yeah, thriller, and there's a lot of suspense in this show, so you need to watch it. What is this show about? Well, I'm going to read because I have my notes. It is a mysterious death on a luxurious ship traveling from Spain to Rio de Janeiro in the 1940. Uncovers secrets surrounding 2 sisters who are traveling together. So there's like 2 sisters. This is like, the 2 sisters are the main characters of the movie. Every part of the movie is well put together. The main character always find themselves involved in the, you know, each part of the movie. So what I think about this movie? Well, at first when you watch the first episode, it's not as interesting as, you know, when you watch, for example, How to Get Away with Murder. And I haven't finished that. I need to finish that also. I would say that it's more like the trailer is very promising. It doesn't tell a lot what is going on. It doesn't tell the end because there's, you know, this is like a roller coaster. There's like multiple things till you reach the end. Multiple action. You need to watch at least 2 to 3 episodes to be captivated. So if you don't watch at least 2 episodes, you will say, oh, this is like, you know, a movie like a series like anyone. This is like just a series. It's boring and whatever. So once you get past the, you know, 2 to 3 episode mark, you will start to be addicted. There's many deaths on this ship. I think, yeah, there's many mysterious deaths, and they try to resolve you know, how this happened and all that. So there is this detective on board who try to elucidate I don't know the word, but we try to resolve the murder, with the murder and all that. What you need to know is that this movie was made in the old time. People, girls, boys were dressed like really conservative, not really like old time, you know. And this is my other point. Yeah, they were dressed pretty well. and there's like two class. The you know the middle class, which is like at the bottom of the ship. They come usually with the boss, and there's like the high society class, like people with money that stays at the top of the ship, like in the suit, with music, all that. And then they have like the maids, which is like at the bottom, and usually the maids come at the top to help the boss and all that. But there's like two classes, like all time, middle class, like the poor class, and then the rich class. So when you think about who's murdered this person, there's always a twist, like you don't see it coming. Like people may suspect some other people, but at the end you see like it's all connected in a sense, because there's like some death that is not on the ship, like one death. I'm thinking about one that is not related to the big one at the end, because it will come like through like episode 7 or maybe season 2. But at the end there's like many twists, like the amount of twists in this movie. I'm not joking. Like this is not your regular movie where it's like there's one twist, like there's the beginning and then the suspense and then the end, or like the killer is not the killer is the husband of this woman right here that killed her husband. This is one twist in one ordinary movie. In this series you have so much. Like I read a comment about like on YouTube, people were saying like the amount of twists in this movie was giving me headache and I couldn't agree even more. Like that, I'm that serious. I would say at the end there's like a ghost thing, but the first reason when I clicked this movie is because I saw a Ouija boards, and I thought it was like so horror movies. But when I clicked on, it was like some trailer, action, mysterious movie. But that was fine, because when I started watching I was like, oh, it's boring. But girl, ladies, gentlemen, what I tell you, when I was like in episode 3, I was already hooked. Like I was so captivated. Like I finished this whole thing in like 2 days, 1 day and a half. Like I finished the whole season in 1 day, and then I finished the rest in the morning or something like something. So it was that good. What I love about this movie, first off, this movie is so good. I mean, this series is so good. Like you need to watch it. I'm not joking. This is like I already do review that really enjoy watching. I don't like to do negative review. If I ever do negative review, it will be like in a condensed video, like in the whole video. Like I will say what I liked this month or this year, what I like the most, movies that I like the most, and movies that I don't like the most. And I have like 2 movies that I didn't like the most because it was so boring, and I was like, whoa, I spent 2 hours watching this movie. How? Tell me how. First, I love how the girls were dressed. Like they were always dressed like how ladies supposed to dress. You see me, I wear some dresses, and they were always like they have the makeup done, hair. If they weren't wearing dresses, there were skirts, and it was perfectly fine, and there were heels also. Like I did not see sneakers or all that. But you know, the low class, maybe they don't have like, even the girls wear like dresses, like it's the kind of like heels that is grandma hitch heels something like that. It's like a boat, it's, but there's like little bit of heel in there. Ladies were basically in the like feminine element, and one of the main character, Carolina, were always like, both of the sisters were gorgeous, but she was always dressed up. Like I was like, oh my god, you go sis, you go. And she was like engaged to someone who owns the ship, and I think the whole story revolves around the relationship, so you will see if you watch it. But that's one other thing that I liked, because you know, the old time, not like this time, like people were bonnet outside, like nah, they were dressed up. And Carolina, I like her style better, because every time she put up cute dresses and do her makeup, you know, and she looks like so sophisticated, and her hair always look good. Like I was like, lady like it. If you want to take inspiration from that, but you know, Spanish movie I think always the best. There's like this suspense, this drama, like you think, oh, is Karina husband will kill this person, and at the end you're like, how is at the very, like they hold your breath at the very end, like you didn't see it coming. And like you know, I will not spoil something here, but I didn't see it coming. It was so like unexpected. Like like when I saw who's the killer, I was thinking to myself, oh my god, I didn't see it coming. Like that's what a movie, how well made this movie, this series was. Like Spanish people know how to do stuff. I also think that this series is pretty unique. I haven't saw like a series like that, and I will repeat, Spanish movies are always the best. If you watch including horrors, Spanish movie, like you gotta watch. I'm thinking about this movie, don't remember the title, but it was so, yo, this movie got me, it gives me chills. Like it was so well made. I don't remember the title, and this is not what we're talking about. So yeah, overall the movie is pretty good. It's so good, you got to watch it. Like you will, I think, like if you get past the 2 episodes or even season 1, but it's like the regular length of you know, an usual episode is like 45 minutes, sometimes it's 35, but you know, 45. But it's so intriguing that you will see yourself wanting to watch more. And I think if they make season 3, I will be there watching. Like I will get my popcorn watching. I'm dead serious. I will get my popcorn watching, because this movie, this series, I took myself saying like series movie, but you know what I mean. This series is interesting, and I give this series like 10 out of I give this series 10 out of 10. Why? Because this is the first one that I finished like that. I think it's like one of the few ones that I finished like that, and it was like captivating, that made me finish the whole thing. And this is like how many hours? This was a lot of hours. So if I say it was that good, you need to see the review, because people online gives good review about the series also. Do your research, you will see yourself. So that is the thank you so much guys for watching. Don't forget to like this video, it really helps me a lot. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, comment down below, have you ever watched this series, and what is your favorite part? Are you shocked about the ending? Like, are you shocked about the ending? What are your thoughts about this series? Like, I'm serious. And don't forget to like I said, subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram, Annick Rosie. I will see you in my next one. Bye guys. Say, baby, I love you.